Here, I apologise for the lighting, but I've just arrived in Cairns. Yeah, the room's good. There was one other girl in here, but I don't know where she's gone. And the police like checked when we got off the flights, like our documents to see like if we were allowed to be here. I don't know what access bad, and that annoys me. We move forward. Yeah, and I remember there was this one night in Newcastle where my friend who I was staying with was like gonna go into Sydney. She ended up didn't, and we ended up partying and I threw up all in her van. But that's a story for another day. Yeah, she was gonna go to Sydney and was like, why don't you come with me? And I was like, can't risk it because if they look at my transactions on my bank, like they'd see I've been in Sydney. And guess what? That's exactly what they did. So good job I was a good girl, because what would I have done? I've been at the airport and they'd be like, you can't come, and I just have to stay there and get the flight back. That would have been awful. But anyway, I'm here. I've got a jam-packed 2 days here and I'm so excited. Great Barrier Reef, Daintree rainforest, seeing crocodiles, exploring. I'm excited, so let's get this party started. Right here, we made it out this morning. Spilling coffee all down me, burning my tongue, getting sprinkled by sprinklers, but I've made it out. I'm just journeying down to the reef terminal, where I'm gonna go to Fitzroy Island. Did I actually tell you? No, is this the first time I've spoken to you this morning? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'm going to like the Great Barrier Reef, and yeah, I've got a boat, but I'm gonna like pick up some food on the way, and let's go.
Fucked it, friend, it's on its head, it's stuck to sleep.
Okay, that's it with the mellow music. Didn't really match up quite perfectly, but it's a beautiful song and it was a beautiful place, so just let me have that moment, okay? But we're gonna switch now. Yeah, so, Fitzroy Island was beautiful. I snorkeled for like 3 hours. At first, I literally didn't see anything. I was going to like the wrong places. But that worked out well for me because I randomly came across like a big turtle. If I hadn't gone out of the way, I wouldn't have seen it because I didn't see one anywhere else. I did see a stingray, I think, somewhere down there. But the coral was so beautiful at first. Like there weren't really many colours, and then the more I went around to different places, I just saw some amazing colours, and it was like so, I don't know, just so relaxing and nice, just like floating there on my own in the water. A bit exhausted by the end of it. And that was basically the whole day. That's what I did for my first day in Cairns. I do want to make a note, obviously when you go to the Great Barrier Reef, you do need to consider like being eco-friendly and reef safe. And I did my best, I did a lot of research, and I was also limited on money, so I kind of had to factor in both of those and find what worked best. Loads of signs saying be careful around the reef, don't put your flippers down. I was very mindful of that the whole time. You know, I've got reef safe sun cream and paid extra attention not to touch the coral, stayed very far away, didn't deep dive or anything, just stayed afloat and just appreciated its beauty. So yeah, just wanted to make a quick note of that. If you want to do it, like make sure you are protecting it, because obviously the oceans and the reefs in particular are very vulnerable and have been prone to bleaching recently and everything, so we want to protect it at all costs because it really is amazing. Loved that. So yes, I'm also back in my dressing gown. Missed this a lot in Australia. Now on to day 2. Up bright and early for a jam-packed day at the Daintree rainforest. Literally straight from the hostel, travelling around all day, and then went directly to the airport afterwards. It was that intense. Tom was amazing, our leader, he literally just gave us so much information the entire time. Went to a traditional smoke ceremony, Mossman Gorge here, swam in that, going like down the rapids. Daintree is actually the oldest rainforest in the world, which is hard to fathom. but we're not quite there yet. First we need to go across the Daintree River where we did a crocodile cruise. I managed to see one baby one right here and another like adult one, but you can only really see its head, so I guess I decided not to film it because they're really good at disguise and everything. So many random crocodile facts that I found out, and also like any other poisonous, dangerous animal, snakes and these jellyfish that kill you in like half an hour, all the crocodile attacks that happened and how they happened, and just really freaked me out a bit, you know. I'm glad I did the snorkeling the day before, because if been the other way around, I probably would have been too scared to touch any more Australian waters, because there's just stuff out there you don't want to be dealing with. But it was so interesting. Like, fun fact, that crocodiles can slow their heartbeats down to 2 beats per second, so they can just sit and watch you for hours on end and then pounce, kill you, goner.
And indigenous people would use that to put over their shelter.
Now we're in the depths of the rainforest, on the lookout for a rare bird called a cassowary. 3,000 of them left in the world. And then magically on our drive back, as if the gods had graced us, one wandered in front of the van. Where has it gone?
It's over here at the front. I'll go up a little bit further. Yeah?
Yeah, I see. Whoa!
How good?
Whoa! Some homemade ice cream. The coconut one was incredible. This lookout where you can see where Steve Irwin had died on one of the islands. Stopped off at this beach. This is the last beach. Oh my gosh, last filming beach of Australia. Say your goodbyes.